I think Ink's best achievement is that it completely changed the face and the visual identity of Philippine children's books.
Hi, ako si Tote Jesus at ito ang aking kwento.
Hello, my name is Robert Alejandro and this is my ink story.
Hello, ako si Virgilio S. Almario at ito ang aking ink story.
Hi, I'm Kenneth Guerra, and this is my ink story.
Hello, Ink. I am Neni Santa Romana Cruz, and I felt talking to INKies who are so creative, I better do something ingenious also.
Happy 30th anniversary, Inc. I'm Karina Bolasco.
Paano ako naging isang ilustrador ng kabataan? Actually, I'm one of the founding members of Ang Ink. I consider myself the lolo of Ink.
I was one of the founding members of Ink, so I was there at the very, very beginning. That makes me one of the oldest, if not the oldest, member of Ink.
In 1991, I got invited to this illustration workshop to be held at the Goethe Institute. It was organized by the Philippine Board on Books for Young People and the Goethe Institute.
Alam niyo, saksi ako sa naging simula ng ink dahil isa ako sa pinuno ng PBBY.
Parang I feel like a fairy godmother, but today grandmother na. Because I was there, I saw you being born. PBBY had a workshop in UP in partnership with Goethe Institute. And they brought in a German illustrator, Reinhard Michel.
He was a really good, one of the great German children's book illustrators. So I was really grateful to the Goethe Institute. But it was all fun and games for me because I was with all my friends. And when we were about to go home after the workshop, it was suggested that we form an organization.
I remember also that at that UP workshop, I gave a lecture on children's book illustrations, and I was amazed that the day's work inspired you all to form Ink. I love your name, Ilustrador ng mga kabataan. I love the clever acronym Ink, which is just so fitting and appropriate.
When I was there at the workshop, I found out that there were quite a number of UP alumni also. There was Robert Alejandro, Beth Parocha, Bernie Solina. And these people were already into doing books for kids. After the workshop, then we grouped together and we said that why don't we form a group specifically for children's book illustrators? Because that time, there were art groups, but they were not specifically for children's book illustration. So, we told the organizers, sina Sir Rio, sina Mang Larry, both national artists.
the late Dean Larry Alcala was there. So we asked him if we can, make angkas. Parang under the PBBY. Dean Larry Alcala said, no, you have to organize independently as a children's book illustrators group.
They gave their blessings. So we formed ang Ilustrador ng Kabataan.
I remember showing a book of mine from the American Illustrators organization. Parang Recipe for Disaster. That was the book. And I said, look, they have a book. It's all, one page per illustrator. And I remember I told them, maybe we can have like a yearly compilation of illustrations. And so it all started by each illustrator doing an illustration, one-page illustration, black and white, and we would photocopy it, and then at a certain date we would all meet and collate it and put it all together. That would be like the ink catalog, or the earlier beginnings of the ink catalog.
Actually, I am not an INKie, but might as well consider myself one, for I've known the original or the pioneer members of the group when they were just starting, because we had several museum projects then in the past. In fact, as a museum worker, I was involved in 3 of their major museum art exhibitions: the 10th anniversary, the 20th anniversary, and the 25th anniversary that happened at the Metropolitan Museum of Manila and the Ayala Museum.
At yun ang inyong simula. Natutuwa ako na mula noon hanggang ngayon, 30 taon na pala, ay buhay pa ang inyong samahan.
Ink now is so much bigger. There's so many people. Not like before, we're just a little barkada. The world is a different place. The digital virtual world is completely different from before, which was all photocopy and hard copy. There's still so much similarities. I feel as if the old members, the new members, the young members were made of the same stuff. That's just in my head. We all enjoy children's book illustration. I think we're kinda odd, weird people. Sorry if other people will not take that as a compliment, but I take that as a compliment. I'm kind of odd. I get along with my odd friends in ink. I'm sure you know what I mean.
Over the years, local children's book have a significant share of the market. And for ink, because ink, by being so organized and mentoring its new and aspiring artists or illustrators, taking care of each other, supporting each other from the very first generation, they've always been supportive of each other. And so I think that's why it's worked.
What qualities should a good children's book illustrator possess? Okay. I think the qualities of a good children's book illustrator is, well, a gift of drawing, of telling stories through visuals and art, imagination, creativity, being playful, and even experimental.
But for new illustrators, you have to go through the butas ng karayom. Kasi, ano yan eh, as we say, one artwork is one book. And that is your calling card. So, pag bago ka, talagang idadaan ka sa butas ng karayom. And right now, the publisher said, walang market. So, medyo standstill ang illustrators as a job. I don't call it a job, I call it an advocacy. Because sometimes you feel the compensation is not enough for your effort. Lalo na pag-research, no? And then a lot of brain work goes in the work, lalo na para kang gumagawa ng movie. And oftentimes, you make the story sensible.
Maligayang bati, at sana maka-60 taon pa kayo sa inyong paglalakbay bilang mga mahusay na artist para sa ating kabataan. Kailangan kayo ng mga children's books. Mabuhay kayo.
I wish you all the luck to continue on to the next 30 years and continue to illustrate for the Filipino children's imaginations, and also for grown-ups like me. Happy anniversary.
Congratulations, Ink! 30 years! Woohoo!
So more power, more creative behind me, which I grandson Rizzo, he likes drawing robots. So I thought it would be appropriate for this video. Again, happy 30th INKies.
I salute ang ilustrador ng Kabataan, and I'd like to congratulate them for a milestone. 30 years is a big feat. Again, thumbs up and happy anniversary ang ilustrador ng Kabataan.